Assalamu alaikum. Namaste Yali Madad. Earth Day 2016. April 22nd, 2016 will go into the history as one of the days that has impacted the human lives on this planet for many, many years and many, many decades and many centuries perhaps in future. It is so important that many important people have said many good things about it. For example, President Barack Obama welcoming the signing of the climate agreement that happened on 22nd April said that he hopes it will allow all our children to inherit a cleaner, healthier and safer planet. Mr. John Kerry, the Secretary of State, he said, the urgency of this challenge is only becoming more pronounced, and this is why our gathering today is in fact historic. He signed the agreement with his granddaughter in his lap and indicating that this is a treaty or an agreement of the whole world, all the nations of the world, to bring about the carbon dioxide emission to stop as best as possible or reduce, and to stop the global warming. Ban Ki-moon, the United Nations Secretary General, told the gathering at that time, we are in a race against time. The era of consumption without consequence is over. We must act. The most important, I would say, is statement by Prime Minister of Tuvalu, a Pacific nation. They have lost 4 islands since 2000 in 16 years because they went underwater because of the rising ocean temperature. He says the historic climate agreement has to be transformed into an international call to action that will change the world and the lives of the future generations. This is particularly important because he has suffered already, or the nation has suffered the loss of 4 of their islands already. This tells you how important it is. This all started in 2015, that is last year in December, when the climate summit was held, called COP21, or the Conference of Parties 21, this 21st meeting, it is basically in Paris, December 2015. There's a great leap forward, agreement of 196 countries to reduce carbon dioxide emission to stop global warming. Now, what is global warming? The greenhouse gases of our interest are carbon dioxide and methane in particular. We must all have seen the glass houses in which vegetables and flowers are grown, and they are called greenhouses. The glass ceiling around the greenhouse causes the heat to retain during the day and hence keeping the greenhouse warm at night. It's as simple as that. In the same way, around the earth, the greenhouse gases absorb and emit infrared radiation, thus causing warming. This is called greenhouse effect. The human activities since the first industrial revolution, taken as the base year of 1750, have produced a 40% increase in the atmospheric concentration of carbon dioxide from 280 parts per million to 400 parts per million in 2015. In the past 100 years, we have witnessed excessive rains, floods, droughts, cyclones, hurricanes, earthquakes, rising ocean levels, rising Arctic temperatures, melting glaciers, and the like. This is all because our globe is warming, our environment is warming beyond certain limits that we should be keeping. The key elements of that agreement that was done in 2015, which is now signed by all the nations on 22nd April, is to keep the global temperature well below 2 degrees centigrade and preferably below 1.5 degrees centigrade since the time of 1750 industrial revolution start. To limit the amount of greenhouse gases emitted by the human activity to the same level that trees, soil and oceans can absorb naturally, bringing at some point between around 2050 or before. To review each country's contribution to cutting emissions every 5 years so that they scale up to the challenges. Now, this also has an element of for rich countries to help poor nations by providing climate finance to adapt to climate change and switch to renewable energy. Now, renewable energies, as we know, they are basically 2 major ones, this wind and solar, and they both will be used in major extent. The emissions of the greenhouse gases from the fossil fuel usage will be reduced, and we should all be happy, and we should all have our future generations well taken care of on this planet Earth, about which again President Obama had said at one stage that we have only one planet to live, and let's keep that planet very livable, very habitable. We all can individually and collectively contribute into this reduction of emission of carbon dioxide and hence global warming. First of all, by simply stop the wastage. Everything that we use, food, air conditioning, heating, gasoline, they are all connected to our energy usage. As we reduce the energy usage, we will reduce the carbon dioxide emission and we reduce the global warming. So let's all do that. Let's all do that for our future generations and make sure that our future generation can live very peacefully and nicely on the planet that we have got. Good luck to everyone. God bless, and let's all work together to win this battle. Thank you.